Hunter x Hunter fans everywhere, welcome to episode 7 of our post-anime event recap. Grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's dive into the action. Massive thanks for your legendary support. Brothers, I love each and every one of you. Let's get started. The scene shifts to Prince Zhang's wing, where shocking news arrives. All of Prince Wobal's guards are dead, except for 2. Zhang is furious and baffled. How could the other princes target an infant? One of his guards mentions another issue, the mysterious Nen beasts. Zhang's never heard of them. He questioned all his guards, and none know anything about these creatures. Could these Nen beasts be behind the deaths of the infant prince's guards? We see the prince's residence, a fully secured floor, every inch guarded by the royal army. Assassination by normal means? Impossible. It's still the first day, and dinner's not over yet. Enter Princess Camilla, the second prince, alongside the king. She complains that the war's rules are unclear. The rule states the survivor becomes king, but how to survive isn't defined. She demands the king clarify the rules, like confirming a withdrawal only after someone's death. The king reveals Prince Zhang, the third prince, asked for clarification too, but with a different perspective. His answer? The sole survivor inherits the throne. How you interpret that is up to you. From the king's words, it's clear. This succession war won't end until only one prince remains. Enter Benjamin, mocking Camilla's naive thinking. If you want to be queen, stop overanalyzing the king's words. Camilla's response is jaw-dropping. She wants everyone, princes and people alike, to act and think her way. She wants the princes to sacrifice themselves for her to become queen. This woman's selfishness is next level. Benjamin, seething, calls her the worst of the princes and vows it'd be a disaster to let her take the throne. Camilla brushes him off, ordering him to step aside. Benjamin's on the verge of exploding with rage, but the king steps in, ordering Camilla to respect her elder brother. She falls silent and leaves quietly. Benjamin tells the king he's ashamed to share blood with such unfit siblings and swears to protect the great Kakin lineage. The king places high hopes on him. As Benjamin storms to his wing, his aura is so terrifying that even the soldiers avoid his gaze. Benjamin meets his guards and issues a chilling command. Bring him the 4th prince, Nietzsche, alive. He wants to kill him personally. The order is relayed instantly. In his room, Benjamin's guard captain updates him on the Nen beasts. Benjamin's shocked. He uses Nen but can't see them. The captain suggests a ritual restriction might prevent participants from seeing the beasts. He advises gathering intel before acting, as attacking an unseen enemy is suicide. This infuriates Benjamin, who hates waiting. The captain gives 2 reasons to hold off. First, their enemies aren't just princes but Nen beasts, making blind attacks deadly. Second, Kurapika's emergency phone call exposed Nen abilities, erasing their advantage. Princes with hunters as guards now hold the upper hand, as hunters have deeper Nen knowledge. Benjamin calms down, but doesn't get why Kurapika leaked such a critical secret. The captain theorizes Kurapika did it to de-escalate and buy time, forcing the princes to think twice. As a hunter aiming for the Dark Continent, Kurapika likely wants to avoid conflict. Benjamin agrees, noting weaker princes might ally with hunters to survive. The captain warns that some princes might try learning Nen themselves, escalating the danger. Benjamin orders his soldiers summoned immediately. They arrive, and he commands them to gather intel on Nen beasts and hunters' abilities. He also orders them to kill anyone emitting a hostile aura, claiming self-defense. His guards are ready for the mission. Benjamin asks if they can see the Nen beast. The captain confirms they can, calling it a beast fit for the future king. The beast smiles, as if it understands. Benjamin's guards begin visiting other princes under the guise of checking their safety, but they're really spying. The princes aren't fools. They know Benjamin's game and reveal nothing useful. In Prince Woble's wing, Kurapika and Bill appear. Bill suggests using silent majority to spy on the princes, but Kurapika says they need to narrow their focus as he can't sustain the ability long. Suddenly, the doorbell rings. Kurapika suspects it's Benjamin's guard. Trouble's brewing. The maid checks the door, and sure enough, it's one of Benjamin's men. The infant princess starts crying, sensing her mother, Queen Oito's distress. Oito takes her to the bedroom to calm her. Kurapika guards the entrance, telling her not to worry. Bill hears a noise at the door and rushes to check. What they see shocks them. Kurapika orders Bill to stand back. The maid is bleeding out, and Benjamin's guard claims she pulled a knife, so he killed her in self-defense. Kurapika realizes this isn't a spy, it's an assassin sent to eliminate him and Bill, leaving Wobble defenseless. Kurapika moves to attack, but the guard draws a gun, warning that any closer and he'll shoot in self-defense. Kurapika freezes, knowing the guard's mission is to provoke an excuse to kill them. The guard praises Kurapika's restraint and asks if he made the emergency call. Kurapika admits it, saying he did it to save Wobble and might do it again if the danger persists. Surprisingly, the guard claims he's not here to harm Wobble, but to cooperate, offering information in exchange for sparing their lives. Kurapika's patience snaps. He tells Oito to trust him, removes his contacts, and reveals his scarlet eyes. He asks if she trusts him. The princess stops crying, staring at Kurapika as if wanting him to hold her. This convinces Oito to trust him fully. Kurapika activates his chain, transferring silent majority to Oito. Now she wields the ability. The guard, confused, thinks Kurapika attacked Oito and assumes he's accepting the deal. Suddenly, he notices his partner's gone. The second guard, using Nen to hide, sneaks up, but the first guard senses him and shoots. Bill, enhancing his body with Nen, blocks the bullets with his arm to protect his vitals. The guard attacks with Nen, but it fails. He notices Kurapika's chain on his leg, draining his aura. With silent majority transferred, Kurapika can steal another ability. Bill tackles the guard. Kurapika disarms him, and they arrest him for attempted assassination. The guard denies it, claiming he came to help. Oito backs Kurapika, confirming the charges. Suddenly, the guard's face contorts, foam spilling from his mouth. Poison, likely hidden in a tooth for such situations. Oito orders Kurapika to make him vomit, but it's too late. Bill's confused why Kurapika didn't try to save him. Kurapika signals silence, pointing to the guard's earpiece. Loudly, Kurapika says the confession won't help since the real mastermind is still free, a bluff for whoever's listening. The guard captain reports to Benjamin, warning that the enemy's ability is dangerous, defeating their guard in seconds. Benjamin suspects it disables Nen, as his guard wouldn't lose so easily otherwise. The captain suggests the guard avoided using Nen to hide his ability, relying on his gun instead, a fatal mistake. Benjamin orders the remaining guards to activate their abilities immediately in combat. He summons another guard to replace the fallen one, but this time, the orders are different. What are they? We don't know yet, but one thing's clear: failure isn't an option. In Queen Oito's wing, Kurapika plans their next move. He'll ask Oito to use silent majority to control Prince Fugetsu's hamster for spying. But they must wait a week for the next dinner meeting. Keeping his scarlet eyes active that long would shave years off his life. So he reveals his abilities' limits to Oito and explains silent majority. He urges her to use it soon to control any insect for spying, assuring her the dolphin will handle the rest. The phone rings. The maid says 3 princes are calling at once, an awkward situation. Oito explains protocol, answer the eldest first. But in this war, ignoring the others could be seen as hostility. Worse, answering one might make the others think they're allied. Kurapika considers ignoring all calls, but Oito warns that cutting the line is like declaring war on everyone. Then the doorbell rings. Benjamin's guard is outside. 3 princes on the phone, a guard at the door. Kurapika's trapped, unsure what to do. He prioritizes. Benjamin's likely calling about his dead guard. The others want Nen intel. He tells the maid to ask the guard to wait and orders Bill to stand by, ready for anything. Following protocol, he answers the phone, expecting Benjamin, but it's Zhang. The maid redirected the call without permission, infuriating Kurapika. Still, he continues. Zhang asks why he was chosen first. Kurapika lies, saying Zhang seems more open than the others. Zhang presses for his reasoning, but Kurapika dodges, saying it might reveal what Zhang wants to know. Zhang, impressed by Kurapika's wit, cuts to the chase. He wants Nen intel. Since calls are monitored, he invites Kurapika to his wing for a face-to-face talk. Kurapika accepts, but insists on bringing Oito and the princess. Zhang agrees, revealing he never wanted to involve kids, but was forced into this war. He tells them to come in 15 minutes and hangs up. Kurapika tries Benjamin next, but the line's dead. Finally, he answers Prince Tubepa's call, but it's a guard offering a truce for Nen info. Kurapika asks if it restricts contact with other princes. The guard says it's not their concern. Kurapika agrees, but says he can't share info now due to pressing issues. The guard insists the deal starts only when info is provided, as others have Nen knowledge too. Kurapika mentions Benjamin's guard at the door, warning that ignoring him could be misinterpreted. The guard, unwilling to risk it, says he'll call back in an hour if Kurapika's not ready. The deal's off. He hangs up. Benjamin's guard is still outside. Kurapika tells the maid to approach for questioning. And that's where we stop. Thanks for your incredible ongoing support. Friends, see you next time.